for the ribs, we have 12 pairs of them, so 24 in total. Now, from the first rib here to the seventh rib, they are called the true ribs because their costal cartilages is attaching directly to this bone here called the sternum. Then from the 8th to the 10th ribs, they are called the false ribs because their costal cartilages are not attaching directly here to the sternum. And then the 11th and the 12th ribs are called the floating ribs. As you can see, they neither have any costal cartilages, nor do they have any connection with the sternum, so they are just floating here basically. So now let's look here also. Here in the middle of the chest, if you look here, you touch here, you're going to feel this bone. This is called the sternum, right? So the upper part here you can see is the manubrium of the sternum, where the first rib is going to attach, and these paired bones called the clavicle, they have their sternal head is also going to attach here to the manubrium of the sternum. Then there is a very small bone here called the xiphoid process, which is a continuation of the sternum. Then let's look at this bone. So this bone is the clavicle. So this is the clavicle bone. So this bone here has the acromion end and the sternal end, right? So this bone, don't forget, this bone is called clavicle. So it's also a paired bone here. Then, if you look here, these two bones here, the back of your thoracic back here, so these are called the scapula. This is the scapula, right?